10 biggest and most expensive gold nuggets ever discovered. The infinite beauty of gold has fascinated mankind since the beginning of time. The thrill of finding gold is still an exciting thing and beyond imaginable. How big can a gold nugget be? Some of the largest gold nuggets ever found were immediately melted for use as resources, but if you watch until the end, you'll be able to see the largest still in existence, now carefully preserved and marked as rare. Number 10. Douglas Nugget. After 500 years of gold hunting, Britain discovered one of its largest ever gold nuggets in a Scottish movement through a novice prospector. The gold weighs nearly 85.7 grams and is known as the Douglas Nugget. It's one of the largest treasures of its type discovered in a Scottish river within the UK. An anonymous British diver discovered the donut-formed nugget by making use of his snorkel and hand equipment to test the riverbed for gold. It was found to be worth $150,000. Just 10 minutes after finding the Douglas Nugget, another nugget was discovered in a very similar shape to the Douglas Nugget. This made the two portions of nuggets get the name the Reunion Nugget when together. After the gold discovery, more amateur prospectors are going back to the Scottish River looking for gold. Number 9. Hand of Faith. The story behind the Hand of Faith golden nugget dates back to September 1980 when Kevin Hillier tested a new metal detector in his small hometown of Wedderburn, Australia. Instead of finding a bottle cap or a paper clip, he found something that changed his life for the better: a 61-pound nugget of gold 1 foot underground. At the time of discovery, the Hand of Faith was the largest surviving nugget of gold, and the second largest known to ever have been found, and the largest found with a metal detector. He sold the golden nugget to the Golden Nugget Company for over $1 million. And let's not forget how much $1 million was worth in 1980. The Hand of Faith now sits at display in the Golden Nugget Casino in Las Vegas. Number 8. Lady Catherine. A former garbage collector turned gold digger, Sid Pearson, was shocked to find one of the largest pieces of gold ever found during his search for gold. He was digging in Victoria, Australia, when he struck gold in the form of a 4.3 kilogram nugget. He heard a distinctive clink of his metal detector as he chipped the soil with a pickaxe. He named the gold nugget Lady Catherine, after his wife, and sold it to a U.S. private buyer for £172,000. Number 7. The Golden Eagle. The story behind the discovery of the Golden Eagle nugget is quite funny. It was on January 15, 1931, when other excavators heard a horrible scream at the site. When they rushed to check out what was wrong, they found Jim Larcombe's 17-year-old son staggering around with a giant nugget of gold in hand. The nuggets weighed over 1,100 ounces and measured 675 by 290 by 64 millimeters. It was the largest discovery in Western Australia at the time and caused a national sensation. The gold mining area was an abandoned village called Vigimalt. Since there was no scale in existence to handle this size, someone came up with the idea of balancing a bag of sugar with a nugget on a stick. And when they did, they easily rocked a 60-pound bag of gold and silver in the air. Mr. Larcombe sold the gold to the Western Australia government after he turned down a personal offer of £6,000. Number 6. The Great Triangle Nugget. The Great Triangle Nugget was discovered in 1842 by Nikifor Sutkin in the Mios region of Russia. It weighs 36 kilograms and is 91% pure, containing 33 kilograms of gold. The gold dimensions measure 31 centimeters, 28 centimeters, and 8 centimeters. As the name suggests, it's triangular. This unique collection of gold and platinum bullion occupies an important place among the numerous exhibits at the Diamond Fund Fair. The Diamond Fund has a permanent display of 4,444 jewels, gems, gold, and platinum bullion of the Russian state. Today, extensive gold mining takes place in many parts of the Russian Federation, especially in eastern Russia. Russia produced 250 tons of gold in 2016, and they now rank third in the world in gold mining. Number 5. Lady Hotham. Another infamous gold nugget is the Lady Hotham. It weighs 100 pounds and was discovered in Ballarat in September 1854 by a team of 9 miners at a depth of 135 feet. The history behind its name was because Charles Hotham had visited the area on the day the gold nugget was discovered, and so they thought to name it after the governor's wife. Earlier in 1853, a set of 3 large nuggets, about 60 feet deep, weighing 134 pounds, 93 pounds, and 83.5 pounds, was also discovered. During that time, gold nuggets around the world had a purity of 83 to 93%. However, in Australia, gold nuggets had a higher purity scale. To people's surprise, this gold nugget was slightly lower. Number 4. Papinakena. In the early 1980s, Papinakena became the largest existent gold nugget in the world after being discovered by a miner in Brazil. Parada in Brazil was known as one of the world's most notorious gold mining areas, specifically in the early 1980s, where more than 100,000 freelance miners had gathered to mine gold in vast, dangerous, and crowded situations. Papinakena weighs 61 kilograms and contains 52.3 kilograms of gold. It was purchased by Banco Central of Brazil and is now on display in the Gold Room of the Money Museum. It's believed there's a larger source that the nugget came from, that had broken to pieces while being removed from the ground. Unfortunately, Papinakena was the last mined gold in the area, as the place was closed in the late 1980s due to floods and a government ban. Number 3. Welcome, stranger. On February 5, 1869, gold miners John Deason and Richard Oates discovered the true grandfather of gold and the long-awaited wonderful stranger in southeastern Australia, near the main city of Melbourne. Unlike all the other gold on this list, the welcome stranger was found at the base of a tree on a mountainside, just over an inch above soil height. John Deason kept quiet about his find until he dug it out with his partner Richard Oates. They then threw a party and told their guests what they'd found. This massive gold nugget weighed over 109 kilograms. At the time of the discovery, there were no scales around that could measure a lump of this size, so there was no choice but to be dispatched and analyzed in 3 parts. They took the nugget to the London Chartered Bank of Australia and received 9,381 pounds, which in today's money would be worth about $3 million. The gold's now on display at the Denali Rural Transaction Center. Number 2. Henry Dahls Nugget. 3 miners were thrilled when they unearthed the largest gold nugget in history and secured 40 precious metals with a 10 million pound discovery. One of the miners, Henry Dahl, made a major discovery at the Beta Hunt mine near Kambalda in Western Australia. He found a nugget weighing 14 stones. It's estimated that 10 of them were made of precious metals. It weighs just under 12.3 stones and took 3 men to lift the piece. It's said to outweigh the country's welcome stranger nugget, which was considered the largest one ever discovered. He then came across a second nugget that weighed about 9.4 stone, with an estimated worth of 1.5 million pounds. Number 1. Largest gold. This photo showing a man mining gold has been used as a thumbnail for many YouTube videos and articles on the largest gold nuggets in the world. Photoshop is written all over it because the original picture was captured showing the state of gold mining in Western Africa and Congo. See you next time!